What's up, guys? We got another game on Fighting Spirit. This time it is Protoss versus Zerg. We got Bisu in the top left corner, one of the legends of Brood War. And we got ZerO in the bottom left corner, another legend in his own right. This is going to be an interesting game. I'm interested to see I'm really interested to see how the Protoss plays. I believe the Zerg is going to get a bit of a macroeconomic build. And there's the answer. I thought Bisu would perhaps go for a bit of an aggressive build, but he immediately shows his cards, shows his hand, and he's going for a quick, fast expand. He's probably going to be throwing down a forge, like right here, and then a cannon here or something like that, and this will be completely safe. ZerO going with Overlord at 9. Interesting. He's going to be scouting directly in this way, in the way of the opponent. Bisu finds ZerO. ZerO goes for a spawning pool before a hatch, and Bisu sees that, and that's very peculiar. He could have been expecting aggression, and he could have been trying to thwart that, but as we see from Bisu, there is no hint of aggression at all. It's just probe central. This is probably going to be a forge or a pylon. We're really going to have to see when ZerO ends up getting his hatchery down. We got a forge going down. Nexus is going to come up right here. So the way this game is looking is it's looking to be, it really depends on ZerO actually, and this is important. He needs to get this hatchery up right here. He has 300 minerals. He needs to get this down right now. Hatchery, hatchery, hatchery. Oh, come on. Oh, the pylon block. That sucks for ZerO. Okay. That's kind of harsh for ZerO. I mean, Bisu's about to get his expansion down. ZerO, I guess he's going to expand it right here, so that's not too bad, actually. He's got his third going down before his second. Bisu's got to be wondering, like, hey man, where's your second? Like, you either expanded or you are creating a ton of lings. You know, he's definitely curious. You can tell he's staying in this area, really trying to get some answers. We got this Overlord Scout, so ZerO knows exactly what Bisu's doing. I'd be very surprised if ZerO went for a push early, because he knows what Bisu's doing, and that would not work out well. Trying to get lings through this little corner with a zealot there and a cannon shooting at you, that would not be good. We got the third, okay. So this is looking like a very economic game. Now it's a matter of the builds. So we're definitely going to see ZerO go up to a lair as soon as he has enough gas. And Bisu is just going to keep probing up. Same for ZerO. He's just going to drone up. As you can see, the food disparity is quite extreme. It's 15 out of 17 to 18. That's actually not too bad. But as soon as this Nexus comes up, I think we're going to see quite a boom in food for Bisu for a little while. I feel like Bisu might go for, I'm not quite sure, perhaps like a Zealot Templar build. I'm personally a fan of Zealot Templar versus Zerg. I think ZerO's main goal this game is probably to stop this third from happening, or, on the other hand, to get up as many expansions as he can and forget about what the other opponent's doing. You know, you could either try to stop your opponent's third base, or you could just get up 6 bases of your own. Either of those seem like they could win. Food 20 to 26, as you can see, Bisu's pulling ahead with the second Nexus. But ZerO should be catching up now. He has 3 hatcheries, pumping drones. He should be, we got the lair already finished. That was actually pretty quick. You gotta kill off that probe. Does he have speed researching? He does. He has speed researching now. He got his lair before speed, which is pretty cool. I actually like that a lot. I think the lair before speed was actually really important, because he's going to get up his push. He'll get up his defense probably about 30 seconds earlier. And the speed really won't affect him. He hasn't really needed speed this game. So I assume we're probably going to be seeing our Protoss friend going for +1 attack and our Zerg friend going for +1 defense. Because if you watch here, watch how many attacks it takes to kill a Zergling. 1, 2, 3. And if he has 4 health left at the end. The reason that's so important is because if the Protoss gets +1 attack, he will kill Zerglings in 2 attacks with the Zealot. And if the Zerg gets +1 defense, and the Protoss has +1 attack, then it still takes 3 hits. So the +1 defense for Zerg is kind of like a counter to the +1 attack for Protoss. And yep, Protoss is getting +1 attack for ground weapons. So we are seeing that. We see a Spire coming up. We see another hatchery. We see Stargate pumping Corsairs. Corsairs are very effective against Overlords. He's going to be trying to be sniping these Overlords down here. Yep. Now ZerO sees that. You can see ZerO is probably going to start morphing in some Overlords soon. He has Scourge coming. Scourge are a counter to Corsair. Scourge attack air only, and they explode. So they're kind of like kamikaze fighters. And I think it's 2 Scourge to kill a Corsair, so it's cost effective. You see these Scourge coming over. Let's see what else do we have coming from Bisu. We got the Citadel of Dune. Okay, he's getting Zealot leg upgrade. This increases the movement speed of Zealots quite a bit. It does look like he's going for perhaps a Zealot Templar push, because I can't imagine a build that's based around Zealots and doesn't have Templar. So we might be seeing a Templar Archives coming down somewhere over here soon. ZerO's just looking at the front, making sure he knows what's going on. It's a good play from both, for sure. These are some of the best of the best. We got 1, 2 hatcheries, 3, 4 hatcheries. We got 5 hatcheries. We got +1 defense going up for air. +1 defense on air. That's interesting. Okay. I could see that, because the Corsair actually hits so lightly. Let's see if I can find Corsair. Corsair does 5 damage, but it hits very fast. So if you could turn this from 5 damage to 4 damage, that's 20% reduction in damage. That's quite a bit. But I wonder, is he getting this +1 defense upgrade for air for his Overlords, or is he going for an aerial build? We have our Evolution Chamber coming down now. I'd like to see if we get +1 armor here. I think that would be really important. We'll check on that periodically. These Zealots already have +1 legs, I believe. Yeah, these Zealots are really fast. There's no way he can handle these. Zealots have +1 attack already. You can see they 2-shot the Lings. I think he could pressure this if he had a little bit more, but this just looks awkward. This is a really well-made defense. There's only this one little funnel through here, and it's like very packed. Zealots going through there would probably not be too good. I guess he's just scouting. We see the Hydralisk Den coming down. We got a Hydralisk Den, we got Spire. Ooh, we got Scourge chasing him. We might have a little bit of a flank. We could see the Corsairs going this way, and eventually they hit the wall, and the Scourge come in this way. This might be what we see happen right here. Well, he got off some shots, but he hit all different Corsairs. As you can see, the Corsairs at 0 armor, or 0 shields, 0 shields, and there's another one, 0 shields. That sucks. We got, yes, we do have Protoss Templar Archives. We've got Storm going down. Psionic Storm is incredible versus Zerg. It's ridiculous. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gateways. We're going to see a 5-gate push potentially. We see a 3rd coming down. Very interesting. I think he's going to pressure and try to... this is interesting. I really feel like Bisu is at the advantage, but it's hard to say. I really like Bisu's play, but I also really like ZerO's play. But I mean, they're the best players of the best, really. I mean, they know way more about this game than I do. This is a great game. So, we already see the scout from ZerO. We might try to see a Zergling run by, but that's obviously a mistake with this many Zealots. We have a large Corsair army. That's a lot of Corsairs. Oh, we've got Corsair versus Muta. This looks interesting. I really favor Bisu in this circumstance. I mean, we have so many Scourge and so many Mutas, but I really feel like Storm plus Corsair is better than that. Now we have a big engagement. We got Mutalisks coming in, focusing the cannons. 2 cannons down. Corsairs coming in. Probes are being transferred, dying to drones. Corsairs are attacking. All the Scourge are dead. I don't know how that happened. Not a single Corsair went down. All the Zerglings are dead. We've got a huge Protoss force pushing against some Mutas. This looks bad for the Zerg. We've got a huge ball of Hydras here. I'm guessing the Protoss is going to attack the 3rd. That's why he has them there. Oh, this looks bad. I feel like Protoss is going to attack the 3rd. You're going to have all these units here. And then you're going to try to just go around and you're just going to die. This looks hard for ZerO. Bisu's pushing in. This doesn't look very successful. We have 4 spine crawlers at the back. We don't have lurkers upgraded. Do we have greater hydrogen? No, we don't. We have a +1 attack going up. I doubt these Mutalisks will do much with these cannons here. We do have all the Hydralisks moving out. Looks like we have a push coming in from ZerO. Looks like he's trying to end it now. 130 to 86 food. This is going to be a very hard push for ZerO. We'll see how this goes. Could get a good concave with Hydralisks here. So far it's looking alright. This looks pretty good for ZerO. But there's just such a food disparity. I mean, 3-base Protoss versus 3-base Zerg is just not a place you want to be as Zerg in any game. 135 to 85 food. That's a 50 food disparity. And it's almost all army. However, these Corsairs don't do much. This ties up about 20 food of Bisu. If ZerO really picks this fight right, if he can maybe... if this attack does something, but I think 4 photon cannons can repel this. This is important. Maybe he could... if he moves in to the left with Zerglings, or if he just reinforces this push does not look like it's going to work for ZerO. He kills off a few probes and a few cannons, but he loses the majority of Hydralisks that he'll put into the attack, and that was honestly worth more. You lose 2 Hydralisks for 1 cannon, that's a bad trade. Looks like Bisu's just going to try to end the game here. He has double the food. It's 160 to 890. Where are the storms? A storm right here would be beautiful. There it is. Archon's going to go down. ZerO has a beautiful concave, but some of the Hydralisks aren't doing anything. If these were doing... honestly, that wasn't a bad fight for ZerO, all things considered, but he really needed his Hydralisks to be doing more. He could have ripped up a couple of Dragoons on the top. And that could be the difference, because Bisu's just going to call in about 20 Zealots and just replenish everything he lost, and it's just going to be the game-ending push right here. I'm really worried for ZerO. I'm pretty sure this 3rd is going down if he doesn't try to dedicate holding it, and if he doesn't hold it, then he's going to lose anyway. He really needs to hold this base. Here comes the push from Bisu. This looks like a bad fight for ZerO. No, 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 you cannot lose these Hydras. ZerO, no. Okay, that's okay, actually. He bought some... please. Okay, if he delays with these Hydras, it could be worth it, but he can't just lose them. He needs to run them away. Okay, we got 200 to 100 food. This is the fight. We got Storms on the Hydras. We got Zealots on the Hydras. This... oof. Good game. Bisu dominating. ZerO put up a surprisingly good hold. This fight that happened right here, I'm going to go back and show you. It honestly wasn't too bad. this fight right here, if we look at the supply count, it's 130 to 84. So Bisu's got a good 30 food more, 40 food more in army. But ZerO, well, I didn't like that. That was pretty bad. But ZerO has a really good concave where he has Hydras here, Hydras here, Hydras here. But the Hydras that are up here, for the majority of the fight, are doing nothing. It's this group right here. And if this group of Hydras was helping, Jesus, would this go differently. Right here. So they do something at first, but then after the storm, they kind of pussy out. And then they sit here. And these Hydras are doing absolute work, but they needed these. They honestly could have fought that. It's like a bunch of Dragoons versus that many Hydras. They could have fought that. They would have won, I think. Oh well, a good game for ZerO.